I'm feeling a little Hoovy's garage, and I got myself an old Mercedes that doesn't fucking run. So we'll see what I do with it. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Fuel Empire TV. My name is Jimmy. I'm your host, and this is my 2013 SL63 AMG, which I accidentally just locked. But I purchased this car in April of 2023. I didn't drive it till May because I was on a trip out of town, but I've loved this car. This thing is fast. It's amazing. It's everything I want it to be. Luxury cruiser when you want it to be. Rabid performance animal when you want it to be. And it's just a great combination of things. For me, that is what I look for. I am a fan of luxury first, performance second, and this thing has both in spades. So imagine my disappointment when last video came around and I was talking about, my car is going into the shop and has all these repair costs associated to it. Now, I know what the comments are going to say. Of course, it's a 10-year-old AMG. You're going to have these costs. I know that. You know that. Everyone knows that. That's no shocker. But I expected a couple $1,000s of repairs. What I did not expect is $10,000 plus of repairs in 10 months. I have literally paid more on repairs for this thing than I have the car itself. So that to me is an issue. As much as I love this car and I love driving it, and I've fixed a handful of systems on this car already, I don't know that I'm going to keep it. It's pricey to maintain, pricey to repair, and it's just, I expected that, but it's a little too much for my blood. So as sad as that is, this car is now up for sale, and I may have it a little while because I'm a little picky about my sale price. I don't want to make sure that I get a fair amount for it, and right now Kelley Blue Book has these things way undervalued. If you look at the market cost for one of these versus what KBB has, it's not even close. They're $10,000 to $15,000 apart, and just running it through Carvana and Vroom, I have received some very low offers. Carvana offered $36,000 for this, and Vroom offered $20,000. I think they were just fishing, but at the same time, I replied back with some choice words for them to let them know that they're massively undervaluing this car. Because right now on the market, you can't find a car in this condition with this mileage for under $50,000. I have mine listed at $52,000, and I think that's fair. But the KBB people disagree, and that is driving down the price of the car, which is highly annoying. And yes, I'm aware appreciation exists. It should appreciate almost $1,000 a month at this point. After all, the original sticker on this car is $165,000, and I picked it up for $54,000, $55,000. Yeah, but that leaves me with two conundrums, and I'm gonna need some feedback on this, guys. So I have a handful of light mods that I was planning on doing to this car. I don't know if I should do them now. So the first mod that I had was, which is probably not going to be done, and sorry if my lips are a little frozen. It's about 45 degrees right now, and I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. But the first mod I was going to do, LED under dash lights. There'd be two under the dash and then two under the back dash. There's kind of like a little lip behind the seats along the back wall, and I was going to shine down just to give this a little bit more flair. Right now, it's got some factory LEDs, but they only go red, orange, or amber, red, orange, or yellow, whatever, and they're not very bright at all. So compared to the new modern Mercedes, it's kind of it's not as stunning. So those lights were going to help with that. I was considering doing some EL wire, but unless I run it over the factory channels for the LEDs, it would look tacky. But either way, I was planning on doing some tasteful upgrades. Maybe swap out the air vents for the newer air vents. Maybe at some point swap out the steering wheel for a newer steering wheel. But that's all in the air now. But I do have those lights already. I'm probably not going to install those. But the other set of mods is kind of cool. Very basic stuff, but the goal would be to improve the overall look of the car, right? I have to replace the Mercedes emblem, not the Distronic emblem thing in the front, but the little emblem on the top. I have a matte black AMG medallion that would go in place of that Mercedes one. These V8 bi-turbo logos would come off, and then on the rear, the AMG SL63 and the Mercedes TriStar, I have matte black versions of those at home now. In addition to that, I was going to potentially matte black plasti dip these slats here and these slats here to just kind of round out the look. I'm not sure, but I wanted to get rid of the chrome, right? Because these emblems are chrome. The ones on the back are chrome. These are matte silver. So they're a little bit different looking. And then this right here is chrome, which might also receive the black plasti dip. And actually, I was looking at carbon fiber covers for that and carbon fiber covers for the mirror. Little things that could kind of improve the overall aesthetic of the car. But I have the emblems, and I don't know if I should swap them out. Because right now the car is bone stock, and it'll probably sell better like that. But what am I going to do with these emblems? Granted, they're only about $20 worth, Alibaba, AliExpress, whatever. But either way, that's one conundrum, right? The other conundrum I need your help with is, what am I going to replace this with? Now, given that I told you that my preference is for luxury cars with some sport, that's great. But I also have another preference for off-road vehicles that I don't know, seems to be appealing to me. I'm considering at some point maybe starting a family, and something like that would be a little bit easier to get a car seat in and out of, or a kid in the back, or go on road trips and things like that. Sports cars, not so easy. But in the realm of sports cars and in the interest of transparency, I did go look at the Porsche Taycan, both the Cross Turismo version and the sedan. Those are pretty sick cars and pretty high end. Everything is super quality, super clicky. Like, everything is beautiful on those cars. But they're electric cars, and they don't really make for good road trip vehicles. So I think I might go off-road. And by off-road, I mean one of two choices, being the Jeep Wrangler or the Ford Bronco. And I might just have to cross-shop them. But I already owned a Jeep Wrangler a few years back, and I didn't care for it too much. And when I was in Hawaii, I rented a Ford Bronco and drove that for 3 days and absolutely loved it. Like, I came away from there wanting a Bronco. So I'm leaning heavily towards the Bronco. I'm going to go test drive a few of the different trim levels and see, kind of what appeals to me. But we might go off-road. But we might be going off-road on this channel. Which, if we went electric, the name Fuel Empire wouldn't really apply. Although electricity is a fuel, it doesn't have the same ring to it when we're going full electric. And as you know, my other car is a Mach-E GT, which is already an electric crossover. So I don't know. I think we might go Bronco, but it might be a little while because, like I said, I'm a stickler on the price for this thing, and I want to get what it's worth. So I might just hold on to this for a little bit longer. But as of right now, it has another check engine light. So I just got the car back and spent $4,000 on repairs this time around for the coolant system, the evap system, and I brought it back in for the nitrous oxide sensor. After I got it back from those two, the nitrous oxide sensor started throwing codes. Mercedes suggested that my mechanic update the software on here because I was a few versions behind, which he did, and it came with new transmission code, new TCU mappings, which makes this thing more sporty. Like, it doesn't drive like a semi truck now at below 50 miles an hour or 15 miles an hour. But that didn't fix the issue, despite Mercedes' suggestion to start there. So we're going to be looking at a hardware solution, which might be another $800 from what I'm seeing online. That's a lot. We would now be up to almost $11,000 in repairs for a car that I can't sell. It's almost as if I could have taken that $11,000 and taken the $40,000 offer that I got from Private Party and offered it up that way. But it's not the case. So right now, I'm feeling a little Hoovy's garage, and I got myself an old Mercedes that doesn't fucking run. So we'll see what I do with it. That's basically going to be it for this episode. Sorry for another video of just sitting and talking about the car, but trying to make it a little bit interesting now with like a little bit of new gear and stuff. So let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in.